niggas.
More,
you're a loser.
And that's and that's probably true about that pressure shit. But like, I don't know what to say about Caitlyn, but if you think about Caitlyn, she is kind of like the right kind of LGBT person, where it's like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I'm doing me. Like, regardless, like her.
But those people don't speak up, though.
Well, I was just talking to Aaron the other day, saying, like, you know, what's the LGBT equivalent to Uncle Tom? Because, like, I don't know if you heard this, but Caitlyn's still riding for Trump. And it's like,
yeah.
It's like, that's the equivalent to Conan. Like, or whatever they say Conan is, like, that's the equivalent. Because it's like, I said, but that shows me that y'all cause is way more important than this other shit, because she should be getting dragged for that nonsense. Yet, if someone go against Colin Kaepernick for some shit, and this old coon and that, like, no, nigga kind of do got a point, but we just go right for the drag instead of supporting the movement.
I damn near feel like I missed something on the whole Colin Kaepernick shit. I know he's been a hot subject this whole offseason and shit. I'm like,
it's to the
this
point.
Nigga was a great player.
Only argument.
Period.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he had a little stance that white people didn't like. And now he's free agent. Fucking pick him up. See what he can do. It ain't that fucking big of a deal.
Well, or not if you don't want him. Like, it's just like, this is my shit. Is if y'all keep saying that the NFL is racist, why you want your soul brother number one to fucking play for the racists? Like, saying, you know what I mean? Like, you saying that the gang, that these are racist people. You know, they often hear owners of slaves, owners, but y'all so adamant about him being able to play. It's like, so should he play for racists? Like,
that's why if you have another son, put him in baseball, nigga. You don't even have to worry about it.
Baseball do not give a fuck
at all, nigga. You can shoot your wife and they don't give a fuck.
And like, shit, can he play? Can he win?
This nigga, Aroldis Chapman shot his gun off. Police report everything. This nigga missed, I think, a game. They got 182 games a year. He missed a game. He shot his gun in his house. Police report everything. They don't give a fuck.
I know they mad. They can't stop. Number one soundtrack in the world. Black on. The number one movie for making records. Making the whole wild VHS soundtrack. I told y'all in the movie. I told y'all I'm gonna show y'all how to clean your dirty money. I'm gonna give money. Invest into yourself. My partner gave me $50.
This is the I'm Kinda Famous podcast. I'm your host, Lester Rowe. New week, new episode every Thursday. Well, in this case, it's Friday. We're a little bit late. Make sure you go over to Google Music, iTunes, Podbean, wherever you stream podcasts, and subscribe, like, all that. Kinda Famous podcast. Also, man, go over to the Facebook page. The Facebook page is where you go when anything that's relevant to the show, that's where it'll be, on the Facebook page. Facebook.com/KindaFamousPod, KINDA famous pod, POD. Make sure you go over there. And while you on the interwebs or you on your phone, however you browse the World Wide Web, go over to arrowfilms.com, AROWE films.com. That's my personal website. That's where you go, you know, that's the hub of everything. You can get to the podcast from there. You can watch all my magnificent films and things that like of that nature that I've done, whether ones that are free. And any little project I've been working on. Also, you can get the book Wi-Fi Rock Bottom, something about meth, which, like I said, I made the announcement on the I think I talked about it on the podcast. I don't know. But at least I did a post about the fact that, you know, we in deals right now to be officially published as a book instead of self-published. That's dope. It's kind of awkward and weird now because of some of the conversation that's being had that I know this type of conversation that's had behind the scenes, behind, just putting a book out is just words on paper and a front, back cover, and then you just promote the hell out of it, make some money. But some particular things, you watch out for libel and all that, which I think we're fine with that. But, really my biggest deal is like, will the money be right? Because, if they could do a good job selling a bunch of books, but then my return ain't no different than if I was sold half the books for the price point that I do it for now. So if it won't make a difference, I feel like I'm better off doing it myself, because after the first release, I kind of understand. I'm not in that world, but I understand it a lot better now. I'm a sponge, so like something I don't understand that I'm getting into, I want to know everything about it once I get into it. And so like some of that obsession and a way of thinking, I think now I'm like, okay, I know what to do. I know what to better do than I did before. But anyway, that's where you can get the book, because we got it on Amazon as ebook and paperback. Also, we'll be doing the audio book of it, working on that second edition. Also, I just invite y'all to read the post about the book being published, because I also talk about some other things that I'm looking into doing to enhance this book. And I'm pretty sure some people won't agree with it, but it's an idea, just something I'm looking at right now. So hopefully I don't make too many people mad about it. But while you're over at arrowfilms.com, you can go to the merch section. And outside of the book, you can get them clean ass people collectors that people always see me wearing. But also there's other merch there. You can get the t-shirts, you can get mugs, all that. I do all that through the Redbubble partnership site. So what that does, man, whatever y'all buy, whatever I get from that, I put into the show or to another project. So it's not like I'm just out here hustling y'all for this. I'm trying to take the fact that I give free content, and a lot of free content, that if you want to spend a couple coins with me, I can flip that back into making this thing even better. So that's what that's about. I also got them Kind of Famous podcast t-shirts on the Redbubble site. So feel free to snatch up one of those if you want a clock or a sticker, whatever it is. All of it helps. So go ahead and go over there and do that. But let's see, I got everything. At the break, I got the Kind of Famous, social media, Kind of Famous Pod, KINDA Famous Pod, POD, Twitter, Facebook, and Podbean. That's the main site. But really, I need y'all to go subscribe. I need y'all to hit the reviews or whatever it is. That's helping. The show is growing, but I understand. Like, I'm watching the numbers. I see that people like listening to the show. The numbers are going up. Also, what we did, I combined the show with YouTube. So it's a lot of YouTube clips based on the show. I'm gonna start doing a few things different with the show on YouTube as well. So we growing, man. We growing, and this is episode 30. Now I talked about it being late. Look, so it's hard for me to repeat shit twice. So I already recorded the show, but this week we did a special as well. And you might see that on iTunes and wondering why it's like 2 shows this week. Well, I did the EFC 6, Evolution Fighting Championship 6, owned by Dave Rickles. I do a lot of the video work for. The event is coming September 2nd. Kansas Star Casino. You get tickets at Ticketmaster. So we doing special episodes. And so we did a special. I saved it. We put it out. And for some reason, I thought that the new show, the official show for this week, I thought it was the same show. So I deleted it. And when I deleted it, I didn't realize to the last minute, like, oh, duh, that was the other show. Because we're doing 2 shows this week. So I deleted the original show. So today, I'm recording this episode. And as soon as I'm done, I'm putting it up. Because, man, so, like, yeah, I've been recording a lot lately because I got these interviews and plus the special. Yesterday, I did another one of the EFC specials that'll be coming out on Monday with Cody Carrillo, who's fighting for the lightweight championship belt against Josh Pfeiffer, and it was a good one. We talked about a lot of the original was good with Dave and the play-by-play announcer Big Will, but this one with Cody is a little bit more intimate, and there's a lot of revelation that happens there. We get deep, and then we just talk about fighting, some of the controversies that come with fighting. So it's a good episode. If you're a mixed martial arts fan or you're an MMA fan in Wichita, I think you should just check that episode. When that drops on Monday, you should check that out. I know it seems like I do a lot of these like MMA things, but it's just because I'm kind of in it now. And because I'm in it, it's easy content to make because it's easy access for me to get that. And so it's just kind of, I've just meshed that in to the show and a way to use it. So I'm going to do other specials. Hold on, let me go on and say this. Sometime in October, I'm thinking, I'm going to do I'm working on doing a live show, meaning a show with an audience. And it's going to be that Black Men Seminar that we talked about. Me and Big Sam doing the 444 episode 24. And so what we're going to do is I'm calling it Black Men Don't Cheat. I understand. So don't get fired up yet, but Black Men Don't Cheat. That's the name of the seminar. That's the name of the I'm Kind of Famous podcast special. Hopefully this coming in October, somewhere in the middle of October. We're gonna do it with an audience at a venue. And I think it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be the first time reaching out doing something like that. So it's coming. I'm gonna be short on details right now because I'm still working out the best way to execute it. But I know the general theme that we're gonna be doing, obviously about relationships. And I understand I haven't talked about relationships on the show yet. Excuse me, but we will. And when we do it, we open the door that we don't close. All right, so that's coming up soon. What else? I think. But anyway, yeah, I deleted that episode, and I was like, man, I know I gave an episode, but I want to give an official episode still. So, boom, I'm here. We doing this show. I'm putting it out. So it might be a little raggedy because I'm not going to, I don't like to repeat the same thing twice because then when I'm thinking like, damn, did I say this before? I get off track. So we just flying. Now, some subjects I'm going to bring up, like, for instance, I don't want to go too further. Man, I might just be telling stories on here today, but rest in peace, Dick Gregory. Civil rights icon, black intelligentsia, paved the way for a lot of people because of being a part of the civil rights movement. So gotta give a big, shout out, rest in peace to him. Also, resident conspiracy theorist. Here's my hang up sometimes when things happen. At my age, I know who Dick Gregory is, comedian and all this, but I don't know Dick Gregory like that. And so I'm always entertained by like when young people, especially people younger than me, are out or start to really celebrate these old kind of obscure names because it's like you don't really know shit about them. Why you acting like so deep about it? Like I get like honestly, for the most part, more people today, at least in my age bracket and down, know Dick Gregory for some of the conspiracy stuff he's talked about. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. Like he got some things about Bill Cosby and then what the white man is doing. And if you listen to it, it do sound pretty damn convincing. It sounds really good. Like, and he's bringing a logic there that is sometimes missed because we like to sensationalize so many things. And every time I saw a Dick Gregory on Vlad TV, a Dick Gregory thing post on Facebook, you have to watch it because it's so engaging and it's so smart, and it's gonna go left, but somehow he makes it even in that, and that's what I like sometimes. Like if you listen, like I love conspiracy theories. I don't believe a lot of them, but it's some that I really get into. And I think the biggest thing about some conspiracies and conspiracy theories is that theorists, I should say, is that a lot of it is rooted in some truth. And it's how you blur that part of the truth that isn't, is all speculation and conjecture. But the problem sometimes is when you believe in the conspiracy, you can't hear anything outside that conspiracy that you believe. Because now it's no longer about proving the truth, getting the facts. It's about making the conspiracy work. And I think a lot of people get trapped into that. Like, for instance, flat earthers, like people believe in the flat earth, or that the earth is flat. It's like, all right, once they believe it, they're locked in. So there's no amount of information now that I can give them to say that the earth isn't flat, because they're already convinced. They already did whatever research that they claim to have done and validated to tell them that it's flat. So short of taking them into space and seeing for themselves, they will still say that it's flat. And whatever they show you is to validate their point. So you can't introduce anything to these people to say that they're wrong, because they already convinced that they're right. That's probably that's the only problem with conspiracy. Like, to me, the conspiracy shit that I believe in is or not even believe in. I'm interested in a lot of it, but like aliens, and for me, the conspiracy and cover up that goes with it has very little to do with like the government and this and that. It's more like it's just so interesting that we don't know, but feel like the intriguing nature of it is what gets me into a conspiracy. Like HARP is like this thing that's about weather control. Like, that is interesting to me. Like, can we do that? It's not, and so it's not so much about proving it true or not. It's just the fact that it's so interesting that I would want to look that up. The Illuminati, what else is out there? I'm just thinking of the ones that like gets me sometimes. Some of the New World Order stuff, which is a part of the Illuminati, child sex pedophile rings, like shit like that is interesting because there is some truth in, or like the brainwashing shit, the Manchurian candidates, things like that. Because some of it is rooted in truth, and if you follow these breadcrumbs just a little bit, you may find yourself somewhere like, yo, I get, yo, that shit right there, yo. Like, I know I just said that thing about the child sex. Like, that's one thing. That's one that's scary to me. So scary that I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I don't even want to break down like how much sense it makes, even though it's ridiculous. Like, actually, I will just a little bit. So let me see. How much time we on here? I'm just telling stories anyway. I just need to make it to an hour for y'all. So we're going to do this. All right. So like Jarod Fogle, Subway dude, right? So he get taken down for getting child porn, right? So he getting taken down for child porn. He's been looking up child porn or whatever it was. He was buying this shit, right? So he bought this. They caught him on like buying porn and having a fucking computer full of this child porn shit, right? Now, if you buy something, there is a seller. So if there's a seller, that means that seller is also either making it or getting it from someone. You understand what I'm saying? So like, if Jarod got caught for this thing, how come it didn't go further back? Like, why didn't we hear Jarod Fogle taken down from this, and then 17 other actors who participated in this child sex, whatever, trafficking of pornography were taken down as well? Now, and if it was real, right? So he got it, he bought it, They bought it from somewhere. Someone's making it. All right. So, how is it all this can happen before the fact, and then you got all these like somewhat celebrity type people always getting pulled down for this? Like, that's just crazy to me. Because you never heard of anybody as just Jared, the Subway dude, had all his child porn, but he got it from somewhere. And he had a fuck ton of it, according to the reports. So we ain't never went back and find out like where, because you would think the way that everyone is like about pedophiles and sex trafficking and all that kind of stuff, human trafficking, all that, there would be that would be so big that it should dominate news. But they caught him, they convicted him. That was it. I don't know, man. Don't have me getting fucking locked up behind some goddamn conspiracy. I'm just saying. It's just like there's one where like, but it's so, but like even that. Now that's just Jared. You think about all the other people, and you can almost do the same thing all the way back. Like, I'm done with it. Anyway, but Dick Gregory, he had these conspiracies, and again, like if you follow it good enough, it starts to make sense. Excuse me. But rest in peace to him, man, because really outside that conspiracy shit, he did write this a book I did start reading several years ago just off the title called Nigger. And he also was just like this civil rights pioneer, man. I remember watching this interview a long time ago, and they just started replaying it. But like him saying, like, if it wasn't for the civil rights movement, there wouldn't be women police officers. There wouldn't be women executives. That like just them fighting for civil rights made it so you can have a woman police officer, a female soldier, like black, white, or whatever. Like that opened the door for it. Meant everyone had an equal opportunity to pursue these different things and also get them. Like, man, that's why you need to, like, that's why it's deep. You know what I mean? Like him being a part of it, like the Jesse Jacksons, the Al Sharptons, all these people, regardless of how we look at them today and their foibles and lacks and losses, like in the end of the day, they was out there fighting for some shit that I ain't had to fight for today. You know what I mean? Like, for real. And I be hearing motherfuckers talk about like what we going through now is so much worse than what they went. Bullshit. Because back then, that voice, if it wasn't happening, you had to just be like, you deal with it, nigga. Deal with it. Now, the voices are so powerful, it's so much boisterous, so big, and other people, white, Hispanic, Asian, male, female, we all can fight on each other's behalf because of the civil rights movement. We saw what that looked like. And so it ain't always about the messenger. Sometimes it's just about the message and making that shit happen. But we're gonna move on. So this weekend, good sports weekend. Well, football is in full effect, preseason. I'm trying to get a sports show together. I'm trying to get somebody on. We're gonna talk sports for the hour. But Kyrie Irving, he gone from the Cavaliers, which I don't know, man. LeBron is low. Like, motherfuckers love LeBron. I ain't finished it on LeBron completely. LeBron is low key like he's a cancer. Like, I don't want to say cancer. He's like a pneumonia. You know what I mean? Like you fight, like he come through, do what he do, and then niggas just get to dropping. They be gone. Y'all, it be looking like love. It be looking like love like a motherfucker, and then they be like, man, fuck this. And it's just like a chick, a fine chick they got a lot of boy, like always in a new relationship. Like, hold on, man. If you so fire and so bomb, why you always got a new nigga? Why motherfuckers always leaving? Why you always like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing consistent around you ever, and you so great. But anyway, that's the NBA. That's the big news of the NBA right now is Kyrie bouncing. Football season in full effect. They fucking with my boy Zeke. You know what I mean? Like my Dallas Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott. You know what I mean? Like they trying to pull the rug out on your boy. Now understand me when I say like, hey, I personally feel like I don't know how much I want to give a fuck about what's happening outfield versus on the field. And that's just me keeping it 100. Like, because it's just like you put, to me, let a man go through the whole process off the field between lawyers, being convicted, being sentenced, all that. If he get convicted and you want to drop him, cool. But until then, it's football as usual, yo. Like, they contractors, man. I don't know, man. We gonna do this on a sports show, but that's Zeke. You know what I mean? Hopefully he can appeal it and be ready to go at least by game 2 or 3 or some shit like that. He might have to miss that first game. I get that, even with the appeal. I get that. But hopefully by 2 or 3, because basically the NFL decided that Ray Rice's crime was a whole lot less worse than, not a whole lot, but marginally less worse than what Zeke is accused of, or the reason why they conduct detrimental to the league, as they call it. So, whatever. But bigger than that, the spectacle of the fucking weekend, Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. That's the big one. That's the big one. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? If a nigga want to go boot, you know what I mean? If I want to boot, or if I'm gonna go hang out with some people and see what they talking about with it. Because, I mean, it's a big fight. You know, you want to see it. Personally, I think, man, look, that goddamn hype got me. I ain't gonna lie. It's supposed to be a fucking travesty and the beat down. And it got me. Because, man, Conor was out there talking that talk. And I've never seen Mayweather take no L on a mic like that. Cause here's the thing with Mayweather. Mayweather like that little dude who's always talking shit, really wasn't cool. He wasn't like a nigga that anybody like. He came around, you fuck with him just to fuck with him, but nobody really liked him. That's like Mayweather. He the kid who came throughout. Whenever he talked shit, he said like 100 words. He said he was talking more than everybody, and he never let whatever go. He just kept going. Like, damn, nigga, all right, fine. Like, you'll let him win because he wouldn't stop, just to get him to stop talking. But he was never cool. No one really fucked with him like that. And his pops was rich or some shit. His pop had a little paper, so you fuck with him because he had a little paper on him, but, like, he never really had real friends. That's how I look at Mayweather a lot. Talking that like, because he, just the way he talk. And the justification that he make for shit is like, fuck y'all, it don't matter, I'm rich. Like, don't nobody, that's not an argument. Fuck y'all, whatever, I'm undefeated. All right, but you didn't fight, whatever. All right, man, you win. All right, forget you undefeated. Cool, fuck it. That's kind of how I look at Mayweather. And McGregor was like the cool white dude who talked good shit. And when he was up there talking that good shit, kind of polarizing the audience and then neutralizing anything Mayweather could say. He could talk about money. It was like, I'm such and such age and done more than you. Or it just sound good. Maybe it's the accent too. But then I'm saying how seriously like Conor is taking it. And the fact that he don't have a lot to lose, like he's expected to lose. So whatever happens is actually good. Like he can go out there and just throw flurries of punches and it wouldn't matter. And if one of them land, that's amazingly great because he's fighting a person who, for all intents and purposes, didn't get touched very much. And the hype got me, man. The hype, I'm there. I'm with it. I want to know what happens. I want to follow it. But that price, though, I'm gonna be honest. Like we 2 days out, or however many days out from the fight, but the hype was good, but it ain't selling because it's a spectacle. Don't nobody know what's on the undercard. Like, you don't know who else there. For all I know, that might be the only fight. They might run all 6 episodes of the fucking Floyd Mayweather show. What they call that shit? Like behind the scenes show. They may run all them episodes and then say, all right, here's the fight. There's no, like, it's a spectacle in itself, and that price tag is so fucking steep, yo. Like, and people know it's Mayweather. He not gonna go do no crazy shit. He could. We'll see. But he ain't gonna out there do no extra shit that he ain't done that ain't worked for him. And McGregor is expected to lose, which is pretty, like, he's the underdog. Don't get me wrong, but you would think that the betting on this would be so lopsided. It's almost 50-50. That's the crazy shit about it. It's almost 50-50 win or loss. Only 10. 3-1. That's not a lot. Compared to like 3-1 odds, I think. Is either 3-1 or 5-1 or some shit like that. Like, you would, like, he's supposed to mop him up. Matter of fact, it shouldn't even go to the cards. But 3-1 means that it could go to the cards. That we could be in for 12 rounds. That's amazing to me. But with that, it means it's a good ass drinking night. Now, look, I'm not a big drinker. I'm not a social drinker at all. Like, I like wine and shit. Wine connoisseur, I would say for myself. I like it. I like it as a chill. You know what I mean? Just give me, I don't like buying it at the restaurants and shit like that because they be selling that cheap shit like it's an expensive ass bottle. So I don't fuck with it because in some cases you could tell a cheap. That barefoot shit, when I be on the gram, I see bitches like drinking wine tonight. They got that barefoot shit. Get your regular ass on with that barefoot bubble ass bullshit. Put something real in that goddamn glass. Now, don't get me wrong. It's some like cheap, like that relaxed shit. This shit cheap as fuck. But it's pretty fucking solid. And I can tell you where to get some good ass cheap wine and have a quality taste to it. Like Coppola makes some good ass cheap wine or cheap alcohol, period. Personal favorite is that Sophia. They got a Roscato that's dope. Got a Moscato that's dope. Shit. They got a not Chardonnay, Zinfandel that's pretty fucking solid. So, but it's a drinking day. Now I was thinking, man, I remember one time when I was a kid, my uncles. I'm gonna say this for the joint. And keep it all the way 100. Alcohol, like, there's one reason I don't drink like that, because alcoholism running my family, and I don't want to get caught out there slipping. And man, I swear, man, I got my uncle and cousins, man. They get to drinking, man. They be on some other shit, and I know, man, they gonna probably get together for this fight and be on some other shit. Cause my uncle come in and act like everybody owe him liquor. Like the party was for him and y'all was supplying him liquor. Everybody come in with their own drink, their own cases of fucking beers and shit like this. Come in, hey man, what y'all got? Y'all got something to drink? Y'all ain't got nothing to drink? Come on, man, let me get one. What you got in there, man? Y'all got a little hand. Come on, y'all got a little hand, baby. Y'all, let me get some of that. Let me get one of them cups. I got some cups. Put ice. No, don't give me too much ice. Just fill up the bottom. I just need a little bottom of that ice down there. Come on, baby, put something on in there, man. Come on, stop acting like that. Don't be acting like that, man. Come on. Put something in the cup. But fuck it then. Give me the cup. I'll go get it. Yeah, damn. Now y'all ice maker work. Oh, y'all just got the bags. Hey, where the bag at? Go out here and put something in the goddamn cup. Shit. How your uncle doing? Huh? Oh, you talk to your daddy? Man. Hey, hold on. Hey, Junior, give me one of them napkins over there. Yeah, goddamn napkin, man. Now where the goddamn alcohol at? I got some alcohol, man. God damn, man. What it, man? Y'all got some motherfucking herb jerk. Them goddamn NJ, baby. I ain't got no NJ. And I know y'all got some Crown Royal. Now, this ain't no, how y'all gonna be sitting here eating some goddamn chicken wings, some hamburgers, ain't got no crown in this bitch. I don't know. Y'all got no crown. Y'all got no motherfucking crown, baby. Y'all ain't got no crown. Come on, man. Y'all goddamn, nigga. Y'all make it hard to drink with y'all motherfuckers. Shit. Y'all ain't got nothing in here good to drink. What you got? Huh? Well, your daddy, he always got a trunk full of that shit, you know what I mean? He go out there buy the whole thing. He got, he know the man to drive the trucks. Always got a few. Oh, let me see what your daddy doing. Be right back. Hey, your mom and them doing good? All right, now, shit, she still working up there at the center? Okay, yeah, goddamn, shit, all right, man. Junior. Hey, man, what you got? You got a little something in your trunk, man. I know you got some of that good shit, man. I've been trying to get some goddamn NJ all day. You got some crown in there, man. You got a little money of that crown, maybe some 2020. You ain't got no dog. God damn, y'all some cheap motherfuckers. You ain't got no dog, man. Anybody get some dog. Get some of that 2020, man. Shit. I don't want no beer, man. I want something dark. God damn, man. I want something dark. Shit. Come all the way over here, man. Y'all ain't got no Jack. Got no Jack Daniel, man. You got no whiskey. Man, I can't eat these. You know your mama. Hold on, man. Let me ask you one quick question, though, man. I know you ain't got no liquor, man, but you got a little reefer. You ain't got no, you got a little reefer on you, man. Man, I ain't smoked no goddamn bud in goddamn 2-3 months, man. It's hard to get some motherfucking reefer. No, I don't want no kush. I don't want none of that scientific goddamn weed, man. I want some motherfucking, man, I want some regular weed. You ain't got some regular weed. You ain't got no regular, come on, man. You got some regular, you think your boy got some weed on him? Cause I know, man, every time I see that motherfucker come around in that goddamn Caprice, he smell like a whole bag of goddamn shit. I just want a little weed, man, a little weed. And you get some Crown Royal and some weed, man. Look, hey, check this out, man. Check this out, man. Now, I ain't gonna ask for nothing else, man. I know you said you ain't got none. Can you give me $20, man? I'm gonna go over to the liquor store, try to see what I can get, man. Just let you get a little $20. Come on, man. Just a little $20. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, nephew, man. Come on. You ain't got no $20 for me, man. I can't go over there. Give me a little something to drink. Trying to eat with y'all, man. Come on, god damn. I come all the way over from Fort Worth to hang with y'all, trying to be around my family. This how family do with each other, man. You ain't got no alcohol for me. You ain't got no goddamn reefer. You know I want a little bud. I'm asking for $20. I can't get $20 from you, man. I'ma give it back to you, nigga. Come on, man. Thank you. Shit. Ungrateful ass nigga. Yeah, like a nigga ain't babysit your goddamn stupid ass. Huh? I know your son got the goddamn book. I tried to read the book, man. He using all them big ass words in that book, man. Yeah, like he goddamn collegiate motherfucker superstar. Shit, Nick can't read that shit, man. Tell him, man, next time he come out with a book or something, put some smaller words in that bitch, man. All right? Tell your son I said hi, man. I know he out there got them Kansas making them movies and shit. Tell him put your honk on the movie. Huh? Yeah. And that's probably how this fight gonna go. I don't want to drop the name, but if you my family, you listen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Come on, man. Y'all niggas make it hard to drink with you. He said it make it hard to drink with y'all niggas, man. You never bring no alcohol with him. He drinking everybody else's alcohol. And we making it hard for him. Nigga, you making it hard for me to want to drink. Y'all niggas making it hard. Anyway. But yeah, I can see, man, that's how the fight gonna go. Goddamn, fuck my throat up. Y'all niggas make it hard to drink with you. Come on, man. Get a nigga $20. But anywho. Let's see, man. Excuse me. Man, look. So I've been doing a lot of sessions and shit lately. My doing all this fucking photography. Hold on. First off, before we get into that, let me drop this on y'all boy real quick. Now clearly I know y'all been hearing these damn promo spots in the beginning. EvokeTouch.com, man. Now y'all get out here for this fight, man. Now it probably ain't gonna get there by the time the fight drop. But you know, you won't get out here with this night out collection, man. This night out collection that they got with Evoke Touch Body Works, man, what I'm calling the black bed and body. You know what I mean? We talking about handmade products from a black owned company. That's what I'm about. I like supporting small business. I don't want y'all to think that if you're a small business, I'm not gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? If you're a small business, I'm gonna mess with you, holler at me. But EvokeTouch.com is where you want to go. EVOKETouch.com. Now I personally use the Perfect Gentleman lotion. Man, it smells so fresh. Like for real. Like it fit. And what's crazy about it? The way that like it glide on the lotion itself, man, it almost make your skin feel a little, it just bring a little something. It just feel different. And then on top of that, it smell good. It lingers a little bit, but it ain't strong. It's kind of like when you walk past a cat that got just enough cologne on, it's just like, dang, he leave behind, but you're not offended by it. Like, man, who wearing all this dang cologne? Just enough to make you say, man, who is that? Smell like that. That's what that Perfect Gentleman lotion. I think I said distinguished with Perfect Gentleman lotion is. But this night out collection, man, it's inspired by the weekend. And this weekend we got some good sports going on, but in general, any weekend, hell, weekday if you want to. It's a scent made for the night on the town, man. It make you feel like you want to go out somewhere. You need to get that, man. It softens and nourishes your skin with the Dead Sea salt, honey, and shea butter included in it. Go check it out. Go over to EvokeTouch.com, EVOKETouch.com. Go look up that night out collection. You see everything that come with it. You're going to want it. And man, it's a luxury look without that price, man. It's a good price point. And matter of fact, I'll make that price point even better. Get 10% off if you use the promotional code podcast10. That's PODCAST 1010 podcast10 podcast10. That is the promotional code if you go over to EvokeTouch.com right now. And that's on anything, not just the night out collection. That's anything in the shop. Use that promo code. And man, let me tell you something. This is skincare that's so natural that you can eat it. But don't. All right? So get ready for the night, man. Make that night move. Working on that night move. But anyway, I've been promoting. I mean, I'm gonna be doing a lot of shooting lately, man. I've been having a busy month. And because someone want me for this, someone want me that. And one thing, man, this is the spot that I prayed for and asked for, so it's hard for me to complain about it. No, actually, it's real easy for me to complain about it because I do complain about it. But it's like the fact that I'm in so much demand makes me happy, but it also is a burden because people don't treat you the same way. Because everyone acts like you owe them and that you're very necessary. No one has, and as of late, no one asks me if I'm too busy or if I got something going on. It's like, hey, I need this. Hey, can you do this? Hey, you think you can have this tomorrow? Like, no one, because they so used to being familiar that they don't wonder, like, and they see all the work that I'm doing, but no one ever asks, like, man, you busy? But it is what it is, man. I wanted this work. I love creating. I love making shit. But this weekend, or not weekend, but this past week, I'm a babble a little bit because I actually had a shoot a couple days ago. Now I got like 2 hours of sleep in 48 hours. So I'm a little beat because I had to do an interview and do this and do that. So, but anyway, speaking of that, I got a DM on my gram. You know, somebody asked me. I put out an offer like I would shoot with someone if they want to shoot because I had someone canceled. So I was like, shit, I'm out. I done got my goddamn mouth together. to shoot something, and then they gone. Man, y'all make it hard to work with y'all, man. But but they cancel, and then somebody hit, and I put an offer out there who wants to shoot. Now someone hit me up. A couple people hit me up, but this one hit me up. So like, how much would it be to shoot? Blah blah blah. So we talked that part out, and then she's like, I tell her like the way that I shoot, the way that I think, how I approach the situation, and she's like, where do you want to shoot? I say, hey man, we can do it this way. You come to my spot. If you got a spot that you want to shoot at, or if there's a location based type of thing, we can do that. Like, just let me know what it is you're thinking. What's your look like? What is it you're going for? What do you want to see? Like these are normal questions I ask because I want to get a feel out. And then like I got a folder full of photos of inspiration photos or whatever. That like I send the models. I'm like, all right, look through that. Send me a few things that you dig and some ideas that you think you may like, and we'll see how we can approach that and what you got, what you looking at, how you want to see yourself, how you want people to respond to these pictures, that sort of thing. And so she didn't go to the photo. Bam, she sent me a picture of something that she wanted to look like. I'm like, all right, cool. There's a chick, black chick, on the bed, basically some boudoir shit. She on the bed. She wearing a white bra. Bra is see-through, so you see some nipple action. You got, she's wearing thong underwear, bed type situation. So this is basically the look. She wanted to do something with some revealing energy to it, and in that boudoir feel. So she wanted to feel sexy. She wanted to feel like this whole thing. Cool. Bam. So I'm like, all right, I can dig it. I see what you're trying to do here. Where were you thinking? Like, where did you want to do this or whatever? And she was like, well, if we could use your place, that'd be cool. I like, all right, whatever. I mean, I done shot in my place. So it's not like a big deal. I flip my place around, pull up some fucking backdrops if need be, open some windows, move some beds, whatever. So I'm down. I'm like, all right, let's do this. She was like, well, your offer was for this weekend, but could we do next weekend because I'm only in town until whatever time. I'm just like, yeah, cool. We can do next weekend because I ain't got shit planned. That's fight day, and I'm trying not to like fill up my day on the fight night. And plus, I got these other commitments I need to get done. So it's just like, cool. They just opened me up. They take everything I would have did, pushed it back. I would have worked on all this other shit. Blah, 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 words, whatever. So she then, so then I let that shit sit because it's like, boom, we shooting this next Saturday, blah, blah, blah. So then she asked me later, like hours later, does she need to bring anything? I'm like, shit, yourself. Like, whatever you want to wear. I like to keep shit not natural, but like, whatever you feeling, let's just go with that. An outfit is an outfit to me, to be honest. Like, especially when you just really want to be half naked. Like, it don't really matter what the fuck it is you put on. Just, we'll get to what you're trying to get to. And so she asked, do I need to bring anything? And I don't know, man. I let the word, like, for some reason, I asked the question that I never asked. I've never asked the model this. At least I don't think I have. If I have, maybe once or twice. And I'm sitting there, I said, well, this. So I started explaining the mood of my shoots. Like, how do I progress through a shoot? How I like to kind of command things. The fact, like I say shit, like I kind of ask this question while we shooting. I have this sort of style and technique. And I want you to feel a certain way. I like the vibe. I like the energy, blah, blah. And then I say, by the way, how old are you? Now, she looked young. I mean, and which isn't strange. Like, she looked young, but, you present me boudoir shit, see-through shit. I assume that you are good. You're good to go. And so I'm like, man, how old are you? Because I'm like, see, pretty young, not too young, you know what I mean? But it was like, I never asked this question, and then God came down, started to speak through me. Because he recognized that the devil showed up. That the devil wanted to play a part this week in my life. Now, I got some great things coming up. I told y'all about this book. I told y'all about publishing. I actually got a speaking engagement here in the next month. Then I got another networking investing thing that people might be putting a little paper into my situation. So I got some great things coming up. God wanted to test me. Somebody, the devil wanted to test me. You know what I mean? I said to that devil, I said, look here, devil, I rebuke you. Because this ain't happening today. And God said, let me step in. Let me intervene. Let me get in between. Let me not get involved. Let me show him the way. Let me give him a lesson that he needs to learn before he make mistakes that may cause repercussions where he can't come back from. And so I asked her how old she was. She says, 17, is that a problem? Bitch, yeah, BRB. So I was like, hold on, is it a problem? Because I'm not shooting porn. You know what I mean? Like, I never had this situation before. So I get on the Google machine because that's what Google's for. I get on a Google thing. I'm looking it up. Boom, boom, boom. Boudoir shoots with minor. Boudoir shoots with 17-year-old. Like, I'm looking this up and I'm just looking around. Just trying to see, like, I'm researching. Because I asked my photographer buddy, and he gave me a suggestion, like, well, if her parents want to do it, I'm like, okay. So I'm looking it up, and then that's what I see. Consent. And I'm just like, that just don't seem right, though. Like, whose parents is going to go allow them kids to go shoot like that? So I keep looking. And so I said, well, what? And then I started to see things about minors. I said, all right, what makes someone a minor? Is it federal, which is 18, or is it local? And so everything says, like, you can't shoot, regardless of consent, you can't shoot a minor in a certain way because the laws supersede child pornography laws or whatever it is, supersede consent. All right. So I'm like, all right, then what's a minor? And it was like, it's local. It's based on what a minor is locally. Minor in Kansas. Google it. Bam. Alexa. And it says 17 and under in Kansas is considered a minor. Went back to this motherfucker. Oh, nope. Cannot do this. Not at all. Not happening. And I was just like, and I suggest that you not do a shoot like that until you're of age. I'm not sure why you want to do this shoot right now. If you can wait. And so I'm going to tell you, because she told me she wasn't going to be here. She was only going to be here till September. So I'm just like, well, clear. Like, I use the context clues to help me figure out age. You know, how long you've worked somewhere or something like that. School has started here. So if she's leaving in September, then to me, that's all right. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it didn't say high schooler to me. And it was just one of those things was like, yo, I could have fucked up so bad by one question. The devil showed up to fuck with me at a time where I definitely don't want him to show up and fuck with me. Now, I don't know shit like that. And so she was like, well, no one, I mean, it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. I'm like, look, I'm not playing that game. I can't do it. I'm sorry. So you can come back to me when you are the right age. And at that time, I'm probably going to want to check your ID. And then we can shoot then. But like right now, there's no way. I can't do it. And she was just like, okay. And I was just like, yo, man, that was fucking. And I go back. Don't get me wrong. I screenshot that whole goddamn conversation because I was like, you know what? If this was a setup, I need people to know. I don't want her to edit shit. I want people to know that when I found out this wasn't proper, I was out. I was done. I was gone. No games played. I am not the game. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me something ain't right, I'm out. Cooling. But I've never asked that. And then I go back to the conversation. I'm looking at the conversation like, man, Now everything just look like it's set up to me. From hello. What you mean hello? The fuck that mean? Officer child. What are you up to? Bitch, what I'm up to is not going to jail. That's what I'm up to. Now what you need to be up to is them goddamn books. Study. Take your ass home. Got me out here. Got me out here about to get fucked up, man. Which, yeah, now, you know, obviously the lesson learned now is that maybe that's the first question I need to ask instead of just waiting and assuming that I'm that the information that I have, like that my ability to look at someone and tell that they're old. And like I said, she looked young. And I did my own vetting process. Shout out to Facebook. Cause you know, most of the time, this is what I do with a model or whatever. I try to see what they look like on Facebook or whatever, like what the energy is, if they a real person or, you know, I worked here, Twin Peaks, whatever. I like to try to figure some things out on my own so I don't have to ask, you know, these real weird questions. And with her, I did the same thing, but there wasn't no content there. No school. And some people just got a more private lockdown Facebook page, which is understandable. So because I couldn't really find shit about her, I was just like, all right, whatever. But I'm glad all in one sitting, all in one session, that I didn't have to worry about Chris Hansen fucking coming in with a fucking box of cookies talking about, hey, have a seat. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Do you know how old she is? She told me she was 21. She told you she was 21? Are you sure? Okay. Well, here's a transcript of a conversation you guys had, and right here it says, "Hey, silly, I'm only 14 years old." Wasn't about to have no situation like that. Wasn't gonna have this motherfucker telling me, "Hey, you're free to go. I'm not the police. You can go if you want to go." And I go outside, "Get on the ground. Get on the ground." Nope. Wasn't gonna have that shit. Not today. But yeah, man, that was a close one. And man, that's just a mistake you don't want to make. And granted, man, I'm gonna tell this, and then we gonna fucking cut the fuck out of this of the show for this week. I remember, man, I was at work and I had a coworker, man. And we just like we working at this house or whatever. And he goes, and so like the neighbor, little Asian girl, comes out wearing tights because that's what everybody wear now. The little tights, like a wife beater type tight t-shirt as well. And so she comes out. He's like, "Man, look at that." And like I look over and I look back. I say, "No, I will not look at that." He's like, "What do you mean? She's hot." I said, "Man, that motherfucker like 16, 17. She's like, and he goes, "Hey, man, if she's 16, I'm 16. I'm like, "Well, no. If she's 16, you a pedophile, you dirty motherfucker." Like, and he's young. He's like 23. He was 23, I think. Like, no, God damn it. Like that's trouble. And it's not even so much that he like looked at her with lusting eyes. It's the fact that even after you go, "She's young," he goes, "Oh, is she? If she's young, then I'm young." What kind of nasty mother? And what's crazy is like what he's saying ain't too much different than a lot of people, man. I'm just not that guy. It's too much grown up pussy out there. It's too much. I shoot with too many beautiful people to even like, no, it's just not happening. And I remember, man, it's this book or documentary. I think it's a book and documentary actually. It's this fucking that's what it was. I was listening to the Sword and Scale podcast. It's a true crime podcast. By the way, if you want to talk true crime with your boy, man, I'm looking for someone to do a true crime show with, man. I want to talk that. I like cases and shit. But anyway, anyway. And he had a guy on, I can't remember his background, But he wrote a book or did a documentary. I believe it's a documentary that said all men are pedophiles or some shit like that. And his logic was that the only reason we feel this the way that we feel about something being a crime is because we've been conditioned in this country to go, oh, she's 17, she's out of my bracket. Or she's 16, she's out of my bracket. But there's some countries where like they've determined that when a girl starts her menstruation cycle or whatever it is, that now they are ready to, as soon as they're ready to make babies, they're ready to have sex. And so if they're ready to make babies, they're ready to have sex, why do we have this arbitrary number? Which I understand some of that logic, but to me, knowing what you know about a 17, 16, 15, 14-year-old, and you're a grown man, late 20s, mid to late 20s, your sexual maturity, your mental maturity should far exceed that one's because they don't have true life experiences. They're still in grade school. So listening to that man talk basically said to me that no, all men aren't pedophiles. You are a pedophile because you want to make this concept acceptable that because other countries say that as soon as you're ready to hold a baby, as soon as you're ready to have sex or menstruate, that you're ready to be in a relationship with an adult male who's been through enough now to know that, damn, when I was 14, I didn't know shit. Like, seriously. So, it's just, like, that's a weird thing to me. But I can't say it. That was the first time I heard the whole, if she's 16, I'm 16 shit. There's memes and shit. There's, different ideas. Like, granted, you can see some high school juniors and seniors that look a certain way. You can see some college freshmen that look a certain way. But we have created something that we have agreed upon as the stipulation. And that was probably made by mature people that understand that, like, at a certain age, now that I'm 30 or whatever, I look back and go, there's no way. Like, you can't even hang with a 20-year-old, like, at a certain age and feel comfortable. Like, damn, this little young, dumb motherfucker. So let alone a 15, 14-year-old. But, motherfuckers just justify that shit how they want to justify it. Look at Tiger. Tiger and Kylie Jenner, one of the Jenner girls. This motherfucker risked his whole life fucking with this little girl. And they got together. I mean, and she grew up and she got a makeover and all that kind of shit. But he was fucking with her when she was a little girl. Before the transition to whatever the fuck she is, I don't know. Whatever, all that goddamn surgery goddamn going on her face. But I guess it is what it is, man. Don't do it. Leave it. Let God speak through you. You don't believe in God, then just walk away from a young motherfucker. But anyway, we made it to an hour. This is the I'm Kinda Famous podcast. Make sure you go to SoundCloud, Podbean, Facebook, whatever. Kinda Famous Pod, KINDA, Famous Pod, POD. Make sure you subscribe. Go to the YouTube, Arrow Films YouTube page, youtube.com/Arrow Films, and find the Kinda Famous podcast channel. And then watch some of those videos. Until next time, tell your mama I said hi.
So, in light of you being kind of famous,
why the hell I'm kinda famous? Who the hell she know?